Guys, so I have I was just reading on bottom, may your life go smoothly. Whose life goes smoothly. Alright, so I have some finished projects to share with you guys that I thought I'd film because I kind of want to get my desk table cleared off. So yeah. Alright, so Alex, I did spray this with hairspray, and I'm happy to report that the hairspray does take off a lot of the waxy feel on the parts where the wax is really thick, you know, where a lot of it kind of dissolved off the crayon. You can still feel it. I would imagine if I sprayed it a second time with hairspray, it would provide even more of a barrier from the wax. So, but yeah, happy to report that that worked pretty decently. So I got the rest of those Dollar Tree stickers used up from the last batch of cards that I had shown. These two background papers are from Roni. I need to go up. Are from Roni. These are some color box blings, and I've got some little punch out butterflies on here. Not that you're really going to be able to see them. And I guess the inside is just blank. And then here's the other one. These two are from Roni again. Some sequins that were a free gift. No, they weren't. Those were my sequins. Then this Feel Better came from a die from Flechia. There they are. This one, scrapbook.com die. And the glitter paper, ooh, I don't remember who that came from, I apologize. The inside's blank on that one. And then I got the cards made from those petals that, you know, that background plate, flower burst background. And I had saved the white petals and then colored them. And so I got the cards assembled with those. Here's the first one. The matte paper, it's water. But I chose it because of the color-ish back, you know, the colors to it. You can't tell it's water because it's such a thin matte. It's just cheap scrapbook paper. I have no clue where it came from. And then I've got some pyramid blings on here. The Hello I die cut from this Spellbinders called Layered Mix and Match Sentiments. When I was doing this, I realized, which one is it? Is it the thing? No, it's the U. The word U. There's no shadow for it. And I was looking around for the shadow, see if it fell off somewhere. And then I think I remembered that when I got the package, there was no, and I bought this from the Spellbinder site. It was brand new. I think I remember there not being a shadow for the U. So I need to go back on my haul videos and look at it on my video to see if that's actually the case. If it's not the case, then I obviously need to keep looking for it. But that was really frustrating to not have that shadow for the U. Because there was a card I wanted to do a thank you with, and I needed the shadow because the background was a little bit busy, and I didn't have that. The shadow for the hello I cut out from paper from Jennie. And there's the inside. I've just got glitter tape because I do a scallop punch on the bottom. And yeah, there's some liquid pearl there. And then here is the, uh-oh, don't fall. Stop falling. Everything just stop falling. Here's the next one. Pretty much the same thing. I cut the thank you out of pie plates. The mat for this was just cheap scrapbooking paper. Yeah, I don't know where it is. Don't know. There's some blings. You know, it's the same basically. I really like how these cards turned out. They turned out better than what was a pain in the ass with these is trying to find pieces for the edges, you know, and not wanting to cut off the whole petals, you know. I only had so many partial petals, and I don't know. Here's the next one. I don't think that there was anything in that. The background for Happy Birthday was paper from Jennie, most likely. No. And then the background mat for the card front is paper from Jennie as well. And the inside, I just have a strip of the background mat on the bottom. And then here's the last one. I'm probably going to keep this one for myself because I made a couple boo-boos on it. The mat is that water paper. And then I used Little Birdie pearl drops. And I don't know which, I got these from Rosa. I don't know why I thought it would work. Sometimes I forget just how translucent these dry. That's my only complaint, is that they don't dry opaque like the color you see in the bottle. They're very clear. And for whatever reason, I thought it would show up on black, and boy, was I terribly wrong. And then I stuck my hand in it, and so you can kind of see the smudges, and this card was just a mess. I'm not unhappy with how it turned out, but obviously I would have liked the dots on the card to be opaque so you can actually see them. It just looks like black glossiness. The shadow behind the Happy Birthday is paper from Jennie. And the inside is blank. And then when I was dyeing those petals, I obviously didn't want to waste the ink that I was using to color them. And so I made some more alcohol backgrounds. I kind of wish this one I had left a petal on there by accident. I didn't see it. I kind of wish I had left a lot of petals on it because it would have looked cool. I like that that little petal design on there. Some of these are better for die cutting. Some of them will be super cool for... This one reminds me of that blue and pink American Crafts holographic board that people were getting. Of course, it's not holographic, but the colors are reminiscent of it. This one I love. That one turned out cool. And I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it. The drops... I don't know if it's going to pick it up. Well, I can see it, but they look like... I don't know why it did that, but it looks like paw prints on here. when I was dropping the ink on to that alcohol. But it doesn't look like the camera's going to pick it up. That one. So I just laid down photo paper until I got all the ink pulled up. The more photo paper I put down, the more the ink blended, and so that's why there's more of these more solid covered ones, solid colored ones. And then I got a couple 3x3 cards made. Here's the first one. I got a package of Dollar Tree stickers from my mom. They're not my favorite. I think they look kind of dorky. But, you know, they'll work for 3x3 cards. I kind of want to do a card, though, with these two. The Boston Terrier and this Bloodhound, because it looks like Sherlock and Watson. So, yeah, they're dorky, but I'll use them. I've got some blings from Tina from her embellishment box. This is just a construction paper that I scallop punched. And these are letter stickers from Making Memories. The inside was just leftover scrap. The matte paper is from the little bits of paper that I got as a free gift from Panelisa. I used what was on my desk. And then the envelopes, I'm not sure who made this envelope. I apologize, I didn't write the names on the envelopes, because they're envelopes. But, yeah. Thank you for whoever made the envelope. I think I've got one. Well, I had another one. I had the flap of the envelope looks kind of funny because the tape that was used on the envelope was had acid on the tape, and so it was eating through the paper. So that's why these flaps are a little funny looking, because I just, you know, I cut the acid tape off, and then there's still enough at the flap to be able to cover that little opening there. So I like 3x3 cards when I'm sending racks or joining challenges, mainly because I don't have a lot to say. You know, I'm not much of a talker, and so I don't have much to say on a card either. So, you know, if it's small, then I don't have to say much, because that's small. Here is the other one. These blings came from Roni. And then the rest of it's, I don't have a sentiment on this one. It's fine. It can be plain. So there's that one. It's got a vellum envelope. Oh my goodness gracious. And then these next two, I use this whole sheet of stickers that I got from Cheryl to do the background. They were kind of a quirky, shall I say, sticker. And so I just wanted to make a background with them because they're pretty small, so it was hard for me to use them as like an actual focal point. So I glued them on. What's left on here, these images are not cut out. So I'm not sure why they're there. Maybe it was just a hiccup in the assembly or the manufacturing of it, but these little images, there's no cutout for them. So anyways, made backgrounds, stuck them onto some black paper from Dollar Tree. The hellos are that Spellbinders layered mix and match word set. I don't know who made the envelopes, but thank you. The inside, this one I put the backing paper on the wrong side, so I just I put another piece, but I did have the original backing decorated with a little tiny skateboarding dog. And then this one has a cat. So, what was it? Oh, these card bases I made from paper from Jennie. And yeah, so there's those two. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Should I give something away? Okay, sorry, I had to look and see what I had. I'm going to give away this Llama Love stamp set. If you want it. Ooh, here's a good question. So, I was reading in the book that I'm currently reading in. The narrator was saying that she's always called her living room a front room, but her more fancier friend, the friend that was more well off, called it a living room, not a front room. My question is to you, what do you normally call your main gathering room? Do you call it a living room or a front room? I've asked all my friends. Some of my friends do not come from Washington, so what they refer to it as, and everyone says living room, but I grew up calling it both the front room and the living room. So I'm kind of curious, especially if you're in a different country or if you're in the South, what do you call it? Living room, front room, or if you call it something else, tell me what you call it. Gathering room? I don't know. Alright, answer that question and you can have the llama stamp. Yeah, thanks for watching. Adios.